Greetings everyone, this is SCGRANT here, and well, we're here. This is the last week of May 2023, and what better way to start off the week itself is to go over this quote, quick discussion on what I'll do when, well, if you can tell from when this video is going out, tomorrow is that day. The last of the DLC finally gets released. And pretty much yours truly will be taking a look at it, and I will possibly be posting my first expressions video, pretty much showcasing pretty much what I've done. So as you see in the footage showcase being displayed here, I have pretty much placed down new road layouts. This particular road type is from the last content drop that happened back in March of 2023. So I have taken the liberty of putting together this little spot that you see everything's a little empty, but in fact will be where I put the Brooklyn and Queens related assets there for when the DLC drops. To me personally, I did not expect myself to do this, since I literally am pretty much on the verge of preparing to do not only the first impressions video of testing out the new expansions, but I'm hoping that this final, addition to the game would also update City Skylines to make sure that the unlock all milestones sheet has been patched, so that I can get access to the banks once again. Because, well, I'm just waiting for that to happen. Because if it does happen, I'll make sure to place the banks in this particular area of the city. As you can see in the background, it's the same map as previously seen in older videos. It's just the fact is that I have been awaiting for this final update. So when I eventually pretty much finish up my final thoughts video, I'll finally, start from scratch all over again with the new road types, new everything, all DLCs. That included all expansions, radio stations, and creator packs, ready to be put to use when it comes to making cities once again. But I have to make sure that everything goes smoothly this time, because otherwise I'll end up having more clogged traffic again. And also, I'm hoping that the road textures of the new road types that were introduced in the March 2022 content drop has been also patched, so that I'll continue to keep using them, because trust me, they will come in handy. But if they get them patched and fixed up, I will definitely be looking forward to seeing them, since so far they're pretty much the road types I've been using them to connect with toll booths. So that's keeping that in mind. I'm still working out everything I have on the city itself, as I know there's Green Lakes. Everything else that's pretty much already built so far has been explained in previous videos. It's just that I want to try to test out the new DLC. This not only includes the Brooklyn and Queens part, but also that's near the airport. I want to put the Railroads of Japan portion and assets there, and for the hotels and retreats deals mini expansion, I want to try to put it somewhere in the city. I'm just hoping that with the new stuff coming out, I should have enough time to place it there, just have it grow, because I know there's gonna be new buildings and all that. And last but not least, Industrial Evolution. I will have to put up another district. Man, I'm tired. God, working on these videos is really draining me dry. But the last of the DLCs related to Industrial Evolution, it would be placed in another district of itself. But personally, I am going to make sure that everything I have is put into this entire video. As you can tell, I am pretty much running out of energy. I just want to get these videos done, because truth be told, that's a lot of creativity to put into essentially get these cities up and running. Most notably, the fact that I have to reach up to like 100,000 people living in my in-game cities. But it's whatevs. It'll take time eventually, but I'm hoping it'll keep me occupied for a bit to try to get enough footage to eventually get the first impressions video and the final thoughts video to end off May 2023. So most likely in my first impressions video, you're most likely going to be seeing me just talking less in that video, or just discussing what I've placed and what's going to be in city, because a possible chance that I may end up changing some road types that are already placed in the current city to with the new road types being added. That including new industrial roads, new trolleybus roads. That all depends where they'll come of use. But my biggest thing is to make sure that this new DLC would most likely fix the patch, like most likely patch out a glitch that Televis Media did when the Final Districts was launched. I'm hoping that gets fixed so that I can get access to the banks without making investments, because that's a major bug. And I'm hoping that since I have placed the link to the forum of what I get my most complaints about, I'm hoping that gets patched and fixed on time. So tomorrow, and possibly in the first impressions video, when I do it, I will let you all know whether or not they did patch it. And if they did, then I will showcase the banks. If not, then you might not see it. Because once again, after this content drop, they're going to put up a hotfix to fix up everything on the PC, PS4, and Xbox One before basically calling it in to focus on the remastered version of the game, which is currently on the PS5 and Xbox Series X, that's S. But it's whatevs at this point, man. It's whatevs. I am pretty much tired, man, because I have not only been recording myself non-stop, but I've been basically doing it from last week's videos, 6 videos concurrently, and I'm now doing it here. But thankfully, this is one of the last videos to record at a consecutive rate, as the first impressions I'll most likely not talk that much, but I'll just basically post whenever I take a look at these new assets that are added to the game, and these is considered the final additions to the game. Because doing these videos, long videos, have basically are concentrating me dry. I constantly are making sure to go over what I have outlined and to put it in perspective. I just needed a way to get them out before, before a particular point, like a deadline. As in, I need to make sure that, the first impressions and the final process get out on time, gets uploaded on time, so that I can finally breathe a sigh of relief, because the following next week will be a transitional period. So it means I don't have to work on anything video related. That's a sigh of relief. I'm just hoping I can be able to reach that on time without, not really going off script. It's just the fact is that there will be certain pauses, because constantly I am getting tired, and while recording is like not really at the last minute. It's just the fact is that there are certain points where I'm not busy with other stuff. I'm basically trying to record as much as I can. But without further ado, that's pretty much all I have to say regarding my quick discussion what I'm gonna do to these new additions to the game. I'm just hoping that with enough time I will put in lots of stuff from those new assets and new additions to the game into the city finally, and with it, the final thoughts video will most likely double the length of pretty much this video. Most likely 22 minutes long, as I got lots to say regarding not only the final additions of the game, but pretty much the last of the DLCs, but the game as a whole as we go into June 2024. But it all depends for now. But in the meantime, I will see you guys in the next one. Take care now.